Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have two new Tervisa knives. They're already out of the box. We're gonna run through them real quick. I'm gonna show you how pretty they are. And here's what the box looks like. I figured you might wanna see better material and craftsmanship. The only thing is, isn't it kind of funny how when you turn it over, it's upside down and backwards? You think you're funny, don't you? Anyway, this is the Tervisa Ares 01 or Aries 01. Would you look at it? I mean, just look at it in all of its ironwood scaleness. This is an absolute beauty. I've checked it out for a couple days. Look at this. It has a reversible deep carry clip and it has flat screws that are inset into the ironwood scales. It is an absolute gorgeous knife. You have a big old generous lanyard choil right there. Did I say lanyard choil? Lanyard hole? Lanyard choil? I don't know. Lanyard choil might kind of work. There's a little bit of kind of jimping going on back here. That may or may not serve a purpose when you're opening it and shutting. We'll check here in just a second. They do have captive pivots with ceramic ball bearings. And look at this, Trivisa kicking it out of the park. Oh yeah, we have some major good jimping going on. It's going all the way around, so you're not gonna miss it. Oh my goodness, major 10 points for that. And then on the backside, you can see there's a generous, is that the word of the day? A generous backspacer. It's about a half-length backspacer with a little bit of backspacer jimping going on. You ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh yeah, look at that. 110 layers of Damascus power, and it is gorgeous. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And there's no branding all marring it up. This is a beautiful, beautiful knife. They have 5 different versions of the Aries 01 or Aries 01. They have a G10, a micarta, a stonewash, and a Damascus, and this one, or maybe there's 4. I don't know. I can't count. But this bad boy is 8.1 inches overall. It has a 3.5-inch sharpened length, and the weight on it feels so good at 3.84 ounces. And the action, it is very snappy. It has great ergos. Look at this. I mean, it fits my large size hands so well. And if you have extra large hands, this will fit your hands just as well. Now the jimping, it works. I wish there was more of it, but they did a good job. It's the smaller, the smaller jimping that really grabs your skin and does its job, but it's not aggressive feeling. If it was out to here, oh, it would have been so much better. But holding it back here, the pocket clip makes itself known, but it's not hateful. It is very comfortable. You can see these ironwood scales are nice and rounded on the edges. The scales are not inset, but I like the way it looks.
You're gonna like the way you look.
I always love me a really nice sheep's foot blade. It's elongated. It's getting very close to being a Warncliffe. And the Trivisa knives always come very sharp, very, very sharp. And this one has a good lockup. Can I reverse flick it? Oh yes, we have the added reverse flick. Look at that, and all of its shininess. So as far as your deployment, very easy for the light switch. Now, can we push button it? Oh yeah, it comes out with a throw tie, and it is very smooth right out of the box. Look at that. I feel fancy with this knife.
I feel pretty.
Oh my gosh, here we go again. It feels really good. It feels watery smooth, buttery smooth to deploy, and you do have a little bit of room to sharpen before you get to the plunge grind. I don't imagine many people are going to be taking this to the job site to open bags of concrete, but you never know. It is comfortable enough in the hand, and the reverse grip is equally as comfortable. You could do a little tactical self-defense on the Oreo bag and not have any issues with your grippage. So the finish is beautiful on this thing. The fit, it is solid left and right, up and down. Your lockup is right there in the middle, right where you want it. And how is our centering? The centering is very good, very, very good. I forgot to write down the price of them, but I always put links in the description and in the comments where you can check out the knives that I have on the channel. And I think about the only thing we haven't covered is a nice close-up of those ironwood scales. They are gorgeous. I would like to see the micarta and the G10 in this bad boy too, because I really like Trivisa knives. So that is the Trivisa Ares 01. And right along with the absolutely gorgeous looks of the Aries 01, oh yeah, look at this. It's the Tervisa SGR07. And the SGR stands for Sagittarius. They're going with the whole constellation things. Look at that. It's an epoxy resin, and it has the metal, the kind of little metal flakes in there along the edges. that looks so freaking good. It has a beautiful pivot collar, and this is the same as the other one. It has captive pivot with ceramic ball bearings, and the jimping on this is done fantastic. They have stepped up their game on the jimping. Now, this one does not have a reversible clip, so this one is more of a looker. Oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. Are you ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh yeah. Now this one really reminds me a lot of the Tervisa Volans that has very similar shapes, but they've upgraded these. Now this one has 10 CR15 COMOV, say that 15 times fast, 10 CR15 COMOV blade steel, which is a good blade steel. And it comes in 3 different variations. This bad boy is 8.1 inches overall. It has a 3.4 inch sharpen length. It weighs 3.72 ounces and feels so good in the hand. And the other versions look equally as beautiful. This one also has great ergos. It has great action. And as far as the fit, up and down, left and right is very solid. Our lockup is very close to the middle. We have a good lockup. How about the centering? Are we centered? Oh yeah, it's centered. And can we reverse flick? Oh yes. That is not a very big thumb hole, but it is usable for the reverse flick. You can see right there, pa-chow! Oh yes. And you know, I love a utility cutter or a pokey blade, very pokey. This would be an extra fancy letter opener. I'm telling you right now, I just want to stare at it and gawk at it and put it under the lights so it's moving around and look at all flashy. But all flashiness aside, this is a great everyday carry size knife. The ergos fit my hand so well, and look at this jimping, perfect. I have no complaints whatsoever. It hits my thumb. Even if I stretch my thumb way out here, the jimping is done so well and has the perfect amount of aggression that it grabs my skin so my hand's not slipping at all. No slippage on the jimpage, and the reverse grip is equally as good. You can see my thumb just fits right around. Oh my goodness gracious. There's a generous choil up front here that you can use the front of your pinky finger if you're just doing some light cutting, or maybe if you're cutting an apple or something like that, you could get up there a little bit. You just got to watch for that heel so you have plenty of room for sharpening. Now, I do have a nitpick on this particular, and that is that there's no jimping on the flipper, but I will say this. All you have to do is just brush your finger backwards, and it has such a good detent. It's not too strong, not too soft, that the blade comes flying out with ease. All you have to do is just roll it around. Now, you don't even have to do that. The push button on this one is equally as good. So this isn't one where it's gonna bother me not having jimping just because of how it's made, how you have kind of a little forward ramp here where your finger comes off and just slides around and pulls the blade open if you don't have your pinky over it. Now, one other thing to mention is the pass-through. There's not any pass-through to be spoken of. You can get through to it. It's not hard, it's not hurtful. You don't have to dig. It works easy enough where if you just put your thumb down a little bit, your thumb will grab it. So luckily they did make this 90-degree-ish so that edge grabs your skin and it is easy to disengage. So that's the Tervisa SGR07, and I think these run around in the 70s or 80s, and I'm pretty certain when I looked both of these up last week on Amazon, they both had clippable coupons, and there's several versions of each one of these. So tell me, which one is your favorite? Which one do you like? If I gave one away, which one would you want me to give away? Share this video with a friend that would like to see these knives or that would like to see Beez Blades content. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on getting notified about the live streams. And go watch this video. You're really gonna enjoy yourself. And until I see you in the chats or in the comments on this video or the lives, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.